Today I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to create a basic app in AppLab that uses two different screens that are linked together by buttons so that you can alternate between screens by using a button to go between. So to start our app, what we need to do is consider how we want it to look. Now, how you want your app to look is done in the Design tab. So up in the top left-hand corner, you've got a Design tab and a Code tab. So in the Design tab, that's where you use elements and the background and text to adjust how your app looks. So this is where you design the visual side of your app. Now, to design how your app functions, that's where you use the coding side. So the Code tab is about how your app functions. How does it link between pages? How does it play sounds? All of those things, they're done in the Code tab, whilst Design is about how it looks. So to start off, what we're going to do is start with screen 1. So that's our first screen. So we need two screens to link between each other, but we're going to start with screen 1 and we're going to call screen 1 our home screen. Now, by using the ID, it allows you to give each of your things that you're going to be designing an actual name. So when we go to code them, we know which element we are going to be actually using. So for now, we're going to call our home screen, and we're not going to change the background color of our screen, but if you want to do that, you can go through and change color, you can change transparency, all of those things. However, today what we're going to do is use an image for our background. So we can go choose and upload a file, and that way we will select what image we want. So I've got my image ready, it's uploading. So then I go choose. And now my background is set to this little fish image. So my home screen has the little fish image. I want to make a second screen, which is going to be how to play. So I can go new screen, which will take me to another screen. I'm going to call that my how to play screen. So, and with that one, what I'm going to do is use a background color. So we're going to have a nice bluey color. So I've got my how to play screen and my home screen. I can tab between them up the top here by selecting which screen. So what I'm going to do now is give each screen a button so I can link between each screens, and the user can click on buttons to get to the next screen. So what I do with that is I drag a button down onto my screen. So I'm going to call this button how to play because that's where I want you to be able to go when you click on that particular screen. So we're calling it the how to play button. The text on it, we don't want it to say button, so we can go in here and adjust the text. So for that, we're going to say how to play. We can also adjust the size in here, or you should be able to drag it out. So we've got a how to play button just there. We can change the color. Right now it has a border. We can get rid of the border or make it darker. So we've got our how to play button. Now we want to have a button on the next screen as well, so we can link back to this particular home screen. So we can go to our how to play screen. For this button, instead of using text, we're going to use an icon. Icons are really popular in apps because they are a small little square that has an image which represents text. So for the home screen, it would have a little home picture, and it allows you to have an image that can be shrunk down to a really small size and still be comprehensible. So we can still understand what that particular image or button is going to tell us without having to read really small text. So instead of having the text button, we are going to delete text. We don't want any text on it. We're going to put an icon instead. So where we can go image down here, we go choose, and instead of selecting from our own files, we can select an icon. So there's a whole range of icons here. If you have a particular one in mind, you can search for it up here, although I can see the home one is just there. Perfect. So now we can still change the color of our icon if we're unhappy with it. We can just go down to here and make it white. And I'm going to get rid of that border. We can change the sizing on it, however you like. That's up to you. So now we have our, let's actually give it a name as well. So we'll call it Back to Home button. So we've got our Back to Home button on our How to Play screen, and on our How to Play screen we've got our on our home screen, sorry, we've got our How to Play button. Now if you hover over any element on your app, it will tell you what it is. So the background, the ID, is our home screen. If we hover over the button, the ID is our How to Play button. So we've got our visual side of our app created. We just need to do how it functions now. So now we need to work on how the app is actually going to link between the two of them. So that's done in our code tab. So if we go up to code, we can see we've got all these little pieces of block code that we drag and drop into our workspace. The main one we're going to use is on event. So when we click on event, we can drag that into our workspace. So an event is something that you do which has a reaction. So on the event that you click, this How to Play button, so on the event that you click the How to Play button, we want to set the screen to the How to Play screen. So on the event that you click the How to Play button, the screen will be set to the How to Play screen. So it will take us to the How to Play screen. So if we run that now, and we click the How to Play button, it will take us to the How to Play screen. What we want to do now is we want to take the Back to Home button and take us back to the home screen. So on the event, drag it across. On the event that we click the Back to Home button, we want to set it to the home screen. So on the event that we click the Back to Home button, we will set it back to the home screen. So we run this now, How to Play, and we get to the How to Play screen. When we click the Back to Home button, we go back to the home screen. Now we can use this click event to do other things as well. So we can play a sound when a button is clicked. So if we go on the event that the How to Play button is clicked, we can play a sound in there as well. So in the same on event properties place here, we can set a screen and play a sound. So you can select whatever sound you like. They do have a really large gallery. So if we go choose, we can search for a sound if there's something you want. We've got fish, so I'd like something with bubbles. Perfect. So we go choose. So on the event that the How to Play button is clicked, you will hear this button sound. You can copy this block, highlight it, copy it, paste it. So it's not going to work for me on my computer with my shortcuts. Let's just drag another one in. So on the event that the Back to Home screen is clicked as well, we will play the sound and we'll choose it again. Same one, bubbles, choose. So now whenever we click each of these buttons, we will get the bubble sound as well. So we'll reset that and play it. Run. Reset. We haven't selected false. Alrighty. So now on the event that we click either of the buttons, we are also getting a sound. So that's a really simple way of using the onEvent function in the code section of AppLab to link between two different pages. You can use this when creating an app that is a simple question and answer. So if you select the correct response, it will take you to a particular page. If you select the incorrect response, it will take you to a different page. So you can use this to build an entire app just by using onEvent and setting different screens. So that's it.